Hello, hello, my lovelies. Welcome, welcome in. Happy time zones. Happy Tuesday. I hope you all have been having a good week so far. I know, 2 days of streaming in a row. I'm trying to remember. And what could this be? Could it be a thing that I finished? That I got 2 full body drawings done before lunch. Meanwhile, I couldn't get one. Would it take 6 hours to get one done on stream yesterday? Because that's what happens when I stream. So, we got Lysander drawn on stream yesterday. And now Solus is here. And Barnaby. And Oscar are here. Each of their individual new redesign art are up on Toy House. Like, each of their Toy House pages has the new artwork on. This full lineup is up on Discord and Patreon. I might post it elsewhere later, I don't know. This was mostly for me, for fun, to see them all lined up in a little rainbow. Should I read out what I put in the announcement? Also, the fact you get people in Discord started reacting to the the announcement with the little goober emojis, and I just don't understand what happened, because not everyone reacted with all of them. Like, some people have picked and chosen, and that's so sad that all my boys aren't equal. I don't know what happened. Lucy and Ambrose both have 33 emoji reactions. Valentine, Arden, Silk, Satin, and Cassius and Lysander will have 32. Ellis and Dimitri have 31. And Ambrose, Johan, Orpheus, and Hawthorne have 30. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's wrong with Ambrose, Johan, and Hawthorne, the people, and Orpheus. I don't know. But, I mean, I don't need to read the whole announcement, because you guys already know I was working on the redesigns anyway, and why I was working on them. I've already explained all of that on stream. You know, I don't need to repeat myself. Obviously, I do have another drawing, three drawings that aren't on here, which is the, Johan in his 1500s outfit. Baby Cyrus, and another one. Oh, good morning, Desmond. I finished the last 3 drawings, the one I was doing on the stream last night, and then 2 this morning. So now everybody's in full colour, full body. Stood up. What else did I say? So yes, the Johan's other costume's not on here because I'm not going to put him on here twice. Younger Cyrus is not on here, for the same reason. And then there's a third one that no one's seen yet, because spoilers. But each of these individually are up on Toy House. I know Sorrow's not on there. Look, they're on Marvel Lucy. I don't own Marvel. That's not to say that, like, I'm never gonna make audio system again. But, I mean, also, like, they literally don't have a canonical design. It's whatever the listener's body type is and whatever, you know? You know, they're not... I'm not going on that, you know. But yeah, that took a couple weeks. All kissable. Oh, I'm glad you think so. I think so. Oh god, okay, baby bat mode. See, I'm not noticing sometimes when people do the model redeems, some of the sound alerts have broken. And I don't know why, because when I go in to test them, they work. And then I go on stream and they don't work. So I don't know what that's about. And some of them work and some of them don't, so it's not like it's not the thing I'm using that has the sound alerts in is broken, because all of them are saved in the same place. And like the hydrate always works, and it's in it, you know, and some of the model redeems work and some of them don't, and I don't know. I don't know. But this is all done. So what I need to do now is obviously remake all of their reference sheets. See, Green, even Desmond knows. Even Desmond knows who it is. Who you simp for. I believe you're getting called out. But I need to make them new thumbnails for, well, one, new reference sheets, and also new thumbnails for Toy House and Art Fight. Because obviously that old art is still up here. And then obviously make them the new reference sheets with the new full body. Get rid of these. Get the new ones on there. Yeah, you did draw Lucy in Art Fight last year. Desmond has drawn Husbandman too. Yes. Wait, no, it would be quicker to go view all, Lucian, attacks. There's the one, Desmond. Woo. Is Green in the Green's in the comments. Green, why are you spying on the attacks that I got? My goodness. You in everyone's section? I mean, not to call him out further, but as someone, you know, who's hung out with him in person and seen him take out his phone, this one, which is by McBluff, this may or may not be his phone lock screen. So, you know, that was unexpected. He didn't tell me about that. We were just hanging out. I was like, is that? Okay. I mean, I guess I'm honored. So you have someone who finds one of your OCs and it's just, this is my husband. Yeah. Oh, that's what I hadn't seen what the connections looked like when you were on someone's page. I just went in and added them, and I'd seen how they looked here. But I didn't realize they appeared on the main page under the images tab. Ooh. Now I must run to August's page. I just want to open a few of them. I'm curious. Obviously it doesn't say what, and when you all over it doesn't say what. Like, these two aren't romantic, these two are siblings. Obviously, if you click here, then it says they're siblings. Wow. Oh, Ambrose will have multiple. I don't know why I didn't go on his. There we are. Ooh. Ah, new art fight feature. And you can connect your characters to characters by, like, other people. So, like, if you and your friend have original characters that are dating, or siblings, or just friends and in the same universe, or whatever you want that connection to be, you can pop them in the... You can put them in the connections tab now. So we've got his partner and then both of his sisters on here. Actually, I should have put Johan on here. Huh? Hang on. What was I thinking? You're gonna go edit, you're gonna go connections, you're gonna go... get his character ID, plop it in there, submit. If it's not your own character, then it's like pending approval. Which I don't know that Julia... Yay! Okay, Julia approved. I wondered if those... So, as you can see, because I have my VTuber model up here and Julia has hers, there's we is. We're connected. You be. And then I think this was for... No, because she doesn't have her web phishing... I don't know what the other one's for. I don't remember. Oh, did I just get the same notification twice? Oh, okay. Thanks, Avite. So, I'm gonna go and edit connection. No, that's not how do you write them out? I guess, fledgling. Yeah. Update connection. Now Ambrose has many connections. But I think that's cute. So what I was doing before is like linking them all in the bottom in the description, which is a bit tedious to go back and forth and individually highlight the text and then go and get the link and then copy it and then go in and link it. Like, this is a bit quicker. But yeah, so all these need updating in the thumbnails on Toy House and on my website. They'll need updating. But that's not what I'm gonna do right now. Right now we just go, oh yippee, I got them done. So today was getting them finished and getting some more videos scheduled. So, stream is just going to be coding. I found a bunch more web clicks that I want to add. And I want to reorganize this, my click box as well. I don't know whether to switch them around with fan listings, because I don't really care about fan listings, I'll be honest. I still haven't actually gotten around to joining most of these. I kind of would rather have these over here. I'd rather show these off more. I'm still so annoyed I couldn't get this to fit. I'm so sad. I don't know. But yes, I want to fill this in with some more stuff. But I was looking at Laser Bunnies, and I do like how they have the bigger images all sized the same, and then the small ones all sized the same. It makes me want to do that. And I found a bunch more stuff on Laser Bunny's website. I guess I hadn't gone through the graphics pages, or maybe they just updated it since last time I looked. But something I was also thinking about doing, I wanted to look in their code, because I do like the like, what do you call them? Close window, minimize window, full screen window buttons. And I assumed they were going to be images, but they are actually text, so I am curious. How... they did that. I'm trying to... where's the CSS? So I guess it's under... box... style. No. I gotta read more carefully. Okay, wait, no, because I assume that is the- this is this bubble GIF. Correct. Oh, it's just, yeah, it's just typed in. Section buttons display. Because, I mean, I think it's nicer having it be typed in than images. It makes it easier to edit if I don't want them there. I'm just wondering how they got the, like, box border around them. Because I know how to put them on there. I'm just curious how they got the border. I guess they just made it a slightly different... Oh, no, I get it. So they just made the top and the left white, and then the bottom and the right like a darker pink. I see. I don't have to do that. I can make them all the same color. Well, I think that's mission number 1. I think that might be cute, although I don't know how well it'll work because I have the rounded corners. We'll see. And then I'm just gonna go and I might change the image I have for the angel click to one of the different color variants, and then add a bunch more that I found. Which, as always, as soon as I find any more web communities, clicks, fan listings, pixel clubs, etc., I always add them to the big list on my resources page. All of these ones, just quite a lot. Wait, now. These ones I found within the last couple weeks. Yeah. All of these ones, some of the codes go wrong there. I found yesterday. Today and yesterday. But something went wrong. Something's wrong there. What have I done? Oh, I've accidentally got like a... I see. There's an apostrophe in my code. What's happening? Why can't I get rid of the apostrophe? Am I going crazy? What the fuck is happening? Is the insert key on? No. Oh, it's gone now. That's so weird. And why is this on a new paragraph? What did I do? Oh, I put archived after the end of the... I see. Okay, nicer. Hi Cinnamon, welcome in. And let me go back and say hello to everybody else. Welcome in Jones, welcome in Gremlin, welcome in Choice. I want to ask you something. Welcome in Hyacinth. That sounds bad. Welcome in Snazzy. Welcome in Green, welcome in Elixir, welcome in Hyacinth, welcome in Apple, welcome in Desmond, welcome in Corbu. Welcome in Rusty. I don't know if Choice is still here. What I wanted to say is, the like quiz thing. Of, oh, hang on, someone has asked a question. I really wish when people would ask questions about rules in the Discord, they would, like, send me a DM or ping the mod roll, because I could have missed this. Also, it wasn't even asked in Gen Chat. Oh, hang on. Because if I don't answer this now, I'll forget. Fuck, I don't know. My bat mouth is moving with the tippy tappies. Oh. I don't know why someone would already have a link to the Lost Boys preview. Maybe I'll just DM the person. I don't... This isn't what my server's for, you know? I know I talk about musicals a lot. I know I've screen shared watching bootlegs, but it's a bit different than if you're asking. Like, I don't want my server to become a trading server. You can go and join a trading server if you want that. I had a musical server. I considered making a trading channel in it, and I very quickly got rid of it because I'm like, I don't want to be overseeing this. I'm just gonna DM them. I'm gonna delete the message. Like, I don't... And that's not me trying to gatekeep anything. You know, I had... My hard drive broke. A big collection. But, like, also, I don't want to get fucking... Hey, I don't want to get blacklisted from the trading community because I let someone break NFT dates, not that kind of NFT, it stands for something else, in my Discord. And look, you may be like, oh, you know, you might be like, what's the harm? If it's something that someone, the person who recorded it posted publicly and was like, here you go, here's a free gift, fine. But if it's like someone recorded it and someone else leaked it and you're sharing the leak of that recording, I'm less comfy with that. That could get me in trouble. And like... I find it very unlikely that someone would allow a video recording to go public of a show that happened a couple weeks ago. That's unheard of. If it's an audio recording, sure, yes, I've seen that happen. A video recording, I have never seen such a thing. People put them behind not for trade dates, NFT dates, so that they don't get in trouble with the, you know, like, recording a bootleg's not allowed. Like, dare I say, illegal. I don't... If I let one person start doing it, I don't want everyone to want to start doing it, and then all of a sudden, there's multiple, like, pirated video recordings and tradings happening in my Discord, and I don't want my Discord getting banned, like, you know? What was I doing before that? I opened up Discord for a different reason. Oh! Right. Choice made, like a little quiz. It kind of looks a bit like Jeopardy style little quiz for them and their friends to do about, like, their interests and stuff. And between that and the conversation we had yesterday about me letting people, like, who, if I did a donathon this year, letting people who donate X amount pick an OC and pick one of those lingerie from that big collage. I'm starting to get excited about maybe doing one this year, because... Because, like... What if I made a Jeopardy board of my interests, And all of you could play along for hang on, because we don't have Jeopardy in the UK. Jeopardy. Show me what a Jeopardy board looks like. This is what a Jeopardy board looks like. Here you go. Is this one. Right? So you can have, like, colourful language for 400. Celebs for 1600, whatever, right? And the 400's the easier question, and the higher the money, the more difficult the question. But they're all in that same category for that column, right? I could make one about stuff me like. We could, I don't know, we could have a category that's my OCs. We could have a category that's, Julia, I don't know, category that's like Elizabeth Das Musical. And you guys can play along, and I won't dock you, I wouldn't minus you. Obviously, you wouldn't get money, but you get points. You have 400 points, 800 points, right? And I'll keep a tally. Whoever answers the quickest, like who types the answer first in chat, the correct answer first, you get the points. I won't knock points off if you get a wrong answer. And then at the end, and if no one knows the answer, then I'll give it like a minute or two, and if no one, then we'll move on to the next question if no one can guess it right. And then by the end, whoever got the most points, I'll do you like I don't know, you'll win a thing, like a drawing or an audio commission or something. I was like, maybe first, second, third, I'll gift you a sub if you don't already have one. And then whoever gets first, some sort of either free art or free audio. Methinks. I mean, no, I don't expect Julia to win, because I don't expect Julia to be playing. She'll probably be in bed whenever the stream's happening. Or she'll be at work. Could be fun. God, that van. It came on the street last week and it scared me as well. You guys seen, I don't know if this is a UK thing, vans who like, they'll put masks or balaclavas on the headrests of the passenger seats, I guess and the driver's seat, I guess to deter thieves, like if the van's empty, someone might see the mask or the balaclava from a distance and think, oh, there's already someone in there. I can only imagine that's what it is. Freaks me out every time, because he puts white balaclavas on his black seat rests, and so I'm always like, ooh, people! Wait, no, it's not people. It's not people. It's just his decor. But yeah, I don't know what categories you do. I guess, like, my OCs, I guess, like, maybe European musicals in general. Or Elizabeth. I don't know that I do Julia, because I don't know facts about Julia's private life. It would be, like, mine and Julia's streams. Like, references to, like, clips or things we've said or done on stream, probably. I don't know. Victor? I don't know. What else do people associate me with? Folkwoid songs? I yap about that a lot. Jeopardy has 6. That's not 6, is it? I could do vampire. What, OC's, stream, Elizabeth, vampires. And maybe like indie web stuff if people pay attention when I not coding. I'm not gonna make you be like, what's the tag you use if you want to make lettering bold? Not like that. But I don't know. Oh, I said Vocaloid and then cookies? I don't know. What else do I like, Wilena? I'm not as creative, and I've done well. I still haven't opened up Cookie Run, or Transformers, or I'll go broader and just be like video games, or something, you know. But obviously, it's video games that I like. It's not just any video games. It'll be like video games that I like or have played on stream. What? For video games for 800, what was the control that what was the, I don't know, the movement? I don't know how to phrase it. What was the movement that Prince couldn't figure out how to do in American McGee's Alice? I'm so ashamed. I'm not ashamed. It's not my fault. It wasn't listed. I had to Google it. Forgot what it was. I think the key was F. You know what it did? I was screaming. I'll set the scene. It was in like the starting gnome village. How do I help? I had, you know, well, there's 4 directions you can go in a video game, really, right? I guess that's not true. I guess you could say 6, because you could say right, left, forwards, backwards, up, and down. Shit. It wasn't jumping. I could jump just fine. Pretty sure jump is just spacebar in it. Not the most basic movement. I'm not that much of an idiot. I'm not an idiot. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't listed in the fucking keybinds menu, control menu, whatever you want to call it. Well, I was on a. Everyone struggles with locking on. See, okay, this is why you're having a problem. You're thinking of Alice Madness Returns. I said American McGee's Alice. Those are not the same game. Also, Lord of the Rings doesn't live in my brain. I mean, for a long time, obviously, you know, and I did my dissertation on it at uni and everything, but, like, I think I built myself out on it forever and ever and ever. Wasn't here for the start of Alice. Oh, poor Green. See, that's the thing. If I do, like, stream ones, maybe some of the things will be too old and no one will know that. I mean, if no one gets it, no one gets it. Then we just move on. The lava liquor thing. That's true. I forget what they're called. They're pretty gross. I just always called them lava fish, but that's all because the person who I watched on YouTube play American McGee's Alice when I was a kid, called them lava fish and would scream at them. That's true. If I do one on mine and Julia's streams, some people might not. Where's Alice? Oh, it would have been. Sorry, it would have been before Madness Returns. Oh yeah, one of their moves is called Tongue Lash. Forgot about that. Ew. Well, I was. What the heck? What? What else do I have open that started? Possibly could have started playing. Oh, I had the Steam page open for the Moomins game. Is that what started playing? Hey, the new Moomins game came out last night. It's very clearly based on Moominland in Midwinter. It's called Moomin Troll Winter of Warmth, I think. That's not the right clip. Well, it was bad enough there ended up being... There was 2 clips for it. I was really struggling. Here's your answer. What do you think? Green, is this refreshing that maybe I've played the clip before? What am I looking at? What is Alice looking at?
How do I... Okay, so she doesn't automatically grab onto it. So... Oh, now she do. Wait, how do you go up?
It's what was killing me at the time is like I could figure out how to climb down because it listed how to climb down, but it didn't list anywhere. Like it listed climb, but climb just is climb down. It's not the same as climb up. Climb up wasn't listed in the controls. So I had to Google it, but it was whenever this is me pressing up arrow on the rope, and what the up arrow does while you're already on the rope. And climb down while you're on the rope may or may not be the down arrow, I don't remember. Climb up is not the up arrow. But, if you press up while she's already on the rope, it just makes her legs go up and down. And as if she's, sitting down. And something about... And look, I don't want to pick on this game because I love this game. I'll pick on Madness Returns because it's a rushed buggy mess. Through no fault of the development team though. Purely through the fault of EA. The first game, I don't know if any of the bugs I encountered were due to, this being not off the original disc, but, I mean, also, it's a game from 2000, it's a PC game from 2000, and this isn't a bug, this is them just not putting the control. Just something about me really desperately wanting to climb up, and Alice's legs just swinging up and down, broke something inside of me that day.
How do I go up? Oh god, alright. This fucking game. Alright, how do we climb up, rope?
It doesn't say. You fool. It doesn't say. You won't find any help in there, past me.
There's no other way to get back up, so... Okay. Now that just made me jump off. Okay. Now I'm just swinging. And it's doing nothing. What the fuck is this? Alice, please. It's not even causing the rope to swing.
She's got very strong upper body strength.
If I go left or right, it doesn't do anything.
If I press down, she starts climbing down the rope, but she's already on the ground, but she doesn't know she's on the ground, so she starts doing this weird looping animation sloshing through the floor.
Climb me down.
So, no, F, you were correct, well, you were kind of correct, Green. F was the button to climb, but it's only climb down, it is not the button for climb up. Every time I tried being like, how do you climb? Everyone's just like, F, I'm like, that just climbs you down. Climb up is a different button.
Climb me down. What's climb up then?
I very, when I think about this moment, I hear my voice going, what's climb up then?
What am I doing? What's happening?
I couldn't tell you what climb up was. I figured it out eventually. It's not any of the buttons that the game tells you about. Well, I just want to I don't remember all these from the first game.
So these are card guards. Oh. So that one.
Oh, never mind.
Sorry, I was trying to get a good look at his face. I didn't expect him to shrink and go so small that now he only exists on a molecular level. But alright.
Sorry, we're just doing this now because I do have a lot of nostalgia for this game. Oh, yeah, he got himself stuck behind the door, but kept trying to open the door, but just kept... I'm not touching the door. That's just him opening the door repeatedly into his own face.
Oh, the door's going.
And he's screaming, but I'm like, I'm not doing anything to you, so...
I'm not... My hands are off the keyboard and mouse, I'm not doing anything. But, well, my hands are over here. This should be in the advertisement for the game.
Alice is just idling now.
Just him screaming like he's about to stab me, but he's just behind the fucking door.
I do see. Oh no, is this where we find out? Was this the Greens' first stream? Was this?
They have bite, fireball, spit, and tongue lashing. That's not what I wanted the move to be called.
This was Green's first stream? Oh, I do remember this one. Well, how far our friendship has come. I fell at a certain point in the game, and you know, there's a bunch of different screams the voice actor recorded, but one of them was noticeably different. Mostly because, I mean, well, it was scarier and also seemed like it might have been recorded on a different microphone.
Do I just have to, like, get high enough? Ha! Nope. Okay, so I can't just, like, speed past it.
That's the normal one.
Sorry about this.
I died here a lot, so we heard many of the screams, and one time there was a different scream.
Here long enough. Oh no. Ow. Oh, why did that scream sound different?
It's like she was too close to the microphone, like she clipped to the microphone.
Why was that one different? That felt like it it recorded in like a different booth. It sounded like I just accidentally killed the voice actor. Oh boy. Okay, Alice, let's not do that one again. What was that scream? Uh-oh.
That was the hardest part of the whole ding dang game. The whole dang game. Oh, I forgot I started sharing clips. If there was clips from Julia's streams that had me involved, I started putting them in. I think I immediately then forgot that I was doing that in my clip channel. I seemingly did immediately forget that because... I did not post the clips of us. Plus, I feel like if I wasn't that involved in that, well, you know what? I was like, if I'm not involved in the clip and it's just Julia being funny, I'm not gonna get clout off her being funny, you know? But, like, maybe a few of these... I might just catch up and put them in here, because... So I'm not the reason why... my leg is iconic, you know, but I also feel like it's, I'm like advertising Julia's streams. If people see that Julia's streams are so funny, maybe they'll go watch them. I feel like we have more funny moments on Julia's stream because Julia plays a lot more games than I do, and I think the games give more funny reactions than just drawing. There's multiple of us being silly together. This is what we're doing now. I just want to hear Julia's voice.
Top hat. Oh, thank you. Thanks.
I thought it was a dookie. I thought it was like a flying dookie. An ornate key.
That's my wife.
Ass!
I'm gonna marry that lady.
Something woke you up? Jesus, is it fucking what Julia just said? Of all the times for Green to be like, oh, Green felt something tingling in his spirit. Yeah? Was it Julia? Jesus Christ. Why would that be what it is?
Well, it just looked weird. I was coming up, I was like, what is that?
It was a key. Was what it was.
Rereading?
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. Now you see the truth of it. The truth of the dookie. Time within this place works differently from an hour, a day, a century. Who's to say? Pity I had to wait here to see you on your final step of the journey.
Green just going, the huh?
Then it's ready.
Aren't you glad that's when you woke up, Green? This is my vocal stim. I have to refrain from saying this all the time.
Have a very good morning.
A good afternoon. And great night. And to all a good night.
To all a good night.
We'll work on that. Bye, guys.
I think about and to all a good night every time Julia ends stream, and I have to fight from saying it.
You're right. Armadillos are real in Transylvania.
In
You step foot into Transylvania, and suddenly you're hit with the blissful, magical knowledge that armadillos are suddenly real, and then you get to experience them. The armadillo people come and greet you, and they're like, "Hello, we are real."
Wow.
And then they
That's
roll
how
around in a
Dracula really
ball
gets you.
around you in circles, and they're like, "Ooga chaka, ooga chaka." And they're very excited to see you.
People think
See, Green blessed us with the knowledge that in the original Dracula movie, there's armadillos at Dracula's castle because I guess they thought they looked exotic and strange. It's okay. Do you think we've learned how to do the outro as a team now? You think we could do it, guys?
Have a very good morning, a good afternoon, and good night. Bye-bye.
To all, good night. Oh, my leg! My leg! Oh! You good?
So,
Sleep, it's asleep, it's asleep, it's asleep, it's asleep.
you can hear me going, you good, really quietly? Because when Julia has us all say goodbye, we have to manually mute our own microphones, otherwise our voices will pick up. So Mac forgot to mute, and I was like, and when they did that, I was like, they're not muted. Did everyone just hear? I don't think Julia did stream yet. You okay? We're such a professional streaming team. It's getting warm in here. Yeah, just like, you guys meant to be muted? Oh, I had something up on my phone. I did want to mention that. That's why it was up on my phone. Discord scam hack warning. there's a new one going around where, ew. Ah! I got my drink on myself. You'll get a DM, I presume from an account that you're friends with that's been hacked. About Minecraft, it'll say something along the lines of, if not exactly the lines of, so one of my friends who's a Minecraft builder has been designing a city for a few months, and her birthday's coming up soon, so we wanted to surprise her with a video in the city with a bunch of people. Basically, I was wondering if you'd like to join the server we're hosting it on and be a part of the video. It'll only take 5-10 minutes, and it would make her really happy. If you get that DM, or if you're in the middle of the conversation with someone, and they're like, hi, how are you? And you're like, oh, I'm good, how are you? And they say, oh, so one of my friends is doing this Minecraft... Don't, because if you say yes, they give you, like, a Minecraft mod pack download link. It's malware. It's got a virus in it. It's a virus mod pack on CurseForge. Don't download it. Don't talk to him. If you know the person whose account that is outside of Discord, feel free to inform them, like, I think your Discord account got hacked. I gotta put the fan on. But yeah, be on the lookout. I don't know if it's just on Discord, or if it's gonna spread to other socials, but if you've got friends who play Minecraft, just, yeah, there's people in the replies on Blue Sky saying they fell for it because, it came from a friend's account who does frequently play Minecraft or play Minecraft with them, you know? So this isn't the usual, I'm making a video game, can you test it? Nope. So just be aware. Someone DMs you saying that they want to make a birthday video for a friend in Minecraft. Don't engage. I mean, sadly, if one of your friends really does want to make a Minecraft video for someone's birthday, that's a shame. But you know, if your friend wants to talk to you about that in person, maybe. But like, no, the scam is you go, oh yeah, sure, and they'll be like, here's the mod pack we're using, and then they'll link you to CurseForge, but that specific mod pack on CurseForge has malware and viruses in it. Okie dokie. What did I want? Wait, mission 1. I want to put little symbols in the corner of my little bars, and we'll see if it looks cute or not. And then mission 2 is I'm just going to add more clicks to my little list. I might also switcheroo around the click box and the fan listings box. I also might put them in a table, because I do also like, on Laser Bunnies they have all the different text ones in like a separate little box. I do like that. I don't want mine, I mean, I like it, but it's too much for what I want for my website. I don't like it for my site, but, I have been wanting to clearly show a difference where one of these ends and the next one begins. I've just been putting each one on its own paragraph. But I think maybe just like a little line, even just like a little white line, a little table, a divider between them, could make that, look a bit nicer. So it's back on the bottom back on, I see. Okay. Or I do that, or I add just add like a top border. If I don't like the HR divider thing. I'll play around a little bit. That's what we're doing today. That's why we're in the co-working category, because there's not a coding category. There's a game development category, but that's not what this is. There's different kinds of coding. They don't have anything similar enough. Do we put on regular playlist? Do I put all my Vocaloid songs on shuffle like we've been doing? Showing some of the friends, I had to explain to them why they've been called chick or duck by strangers in a cafe. When I told Julia about like duck being a pet name, I feel like I remember she was like, "What? That's cute." I'm like, "Yeah, it doesn't say it's they're not. It's nice to have ones that aren't sexualizing, if that makes sense." Duck especially is quite a northern thing. I had a not the graphics design teacher that I had, but the other graphics teacher at the school, because sometimes you'd see him in the studio if you came into, if you wanted to use the equipment or computers or anything. He would call everyone Duck. And chick not as in girl, chick as in baby chicken. If it's northern specifically, or where it's from. No, Poppet's not. Poppet is like it's not northern. London, I don't know if more specifically if it's like a rough London, East End London thing, or if it is a thing that posh people say. But very much a London southern thing. I feel like I've heard it with East End Cockney accents, and that's why I've only used that when I've used them in for different characters that I voice. I've had Stephen use it. 'Cause he's a London boy. And it helps, in my mind, make the accent sound more Londony, because I'm really bad at doing like a Cockney East End, or Stephen doesn't have a Cockney accent, but like a London accent that's not posh is really difficult for me, because as soon as I try and do an accent that's not posh, and I try to make the accent sound rougher, it'll just come out Yorkshire. I can't do a rougher London accent, so I was like, maybe if I use their funny words, it might make it sound a bit more Londony. So then what kip meant? Kip is in like nap, like having a kip, which I have not heard in a long time. I've heard kip to mean nap. Okay, I was like, if not, that's you're speaking some strange Lancashire nonsense. Drowsy, are we rival? I never thought about it before. Oh no. Till Arden used it? I had Arden use Poppet. Really? Oh no, Kip. Oh, okay. I was like, I'm a fool. Arden used Kip. Genuinely? My god, I don't remember saying that at all. I have no memory. Like, when you said Kip, I was like, I don't know what that means. Oh, wait, doesn't it mean nap? Like, I genuinely couldn't remember what it means at first. What it meant at first. Oh boy. I've un-Yorkshired myself. Uh-oh. The, second time I went to the Trafford Centre, because the first time I went, we just went straight into the main part of the building. But the second time I went, I toured Green around, and we went in through like where Primark is, and then like over the skywalk thing. And throughout that skywalk, like there's like archways or on the windows or something, and at the bottom of every single separate window, there's a red rose. I was like, Green, I'm in enemy territory. We gotta get through this tunnel very quickly. Like sculpted onto like the stonework. Yeah, and then Green was like, how do you think I feel? Anywhere I go down here's enemy territory. I'm like, oh no. Good morning, Julia. What's the plan for Julia today? For people that don't understand. Yorkshire and Lancashire had a ye old little civil war called the War of the Roses, because House York, their flag symbol is a white rose and House Lancashire's symbol is a red rose. Your eggs on boiling beer. Oh, okay, Julia. God, I wish there's a post I saved on Tumblr a while ago, and I forgot to ever read it out on stream, and like it must be so buried in my likes now. Oh god, the Kate Vi video was at the top of my likes. I found it! Awesome! So someone said, I think being proud of where you come from is one of those things that becomes fun the more specific you get. Like, proud to be English, bad, rancid vibes. I agree. Makes you sound like the kind of person who rants about immigrants. Proud to be from Yorkshire, better vibes. I cannot deny the Yorkshire cultural heritage. Thank you. Proud to be from Pocklington, absolutely fucking hilarious. Please never let anyone kill your Pocklington pride. And then they replied to themselves, I love the USA, weird vibes, don't trust that. I love Muskegon, Michigan. You are experiencing a kind of personal joy that I can and will not take from you. I don't know if Pocklington's a real place. It might be. Dry's never been to Yorkshire. I mean, unless you're... It's not really a tourist place. Like, okay, that's mean. We have the Peak District, so give us that. Like, we have a very pretty big national park, and it makes sense if the only experience you've had in Yorkshire is going to the Peak District. But going to any particular town or city, I don't know why. Okay, that sounds. I'm not really advertising Yorkshire well when I'm like beautiful national park, but like if you want to go shopping, you might as well just Manchester's only like it's not far on the train, and they have like the Trafford Centre Mall, which is scary in terms of like why do they have an ancient Egyptian themed Pizza Hut and a New Orleans street that leads to a giant cruise ship for the food court, but then also like ancient Greek statues, but then like Renaissance like painted walls and ceilings throughout the hallways, but then also like fountains and statues and mermaids, and there's like a Hansel and Gretel bench somewhere. Like, it's an experience. I don't know anyone who's ever gone to Yorkshire for funsies, like to a city in Yorkshire, for any reason other than work or university. And that, okay, I'm not saying Yorkshire's not a bad place to live, it's nothing like that. I'm just saying from a tourist perspective, if a tourist is going to England, they're going to London. And if a tourist is like, I don't want to go to London because I want to try and go somewhere different, I don't want to go to the place everyone goes, I don't want to end up in tourist traps, then they're gonna go to Brighton. Or if they're even, again, if they're like, that's too mainstream, or I don't want to go to the beach or whatever, then I would think most likely they're gonna go to Birmingham or Manchester. If they're going in England. I'm not, you know, or just go to Scotland. But if we're talking in England, that's, you know, I don't think a tourist is going in Yorkshire unless they're going to the Peak District. And don't get me wrong, if you want... Oh, well, maybe York. That's not... I take back everything I said, actually, because I forgot about the Yorkshire Ghost Merchant. And that shit popped off on TikTok. I take it... I mean, and then... Okay, fuck, I've got to advertise Yorkshire now. York's gorgeous. They got... the Shambles, which is this very little narrow street with shops that look like they're about to fall on your head, but don't worry about it. They won't. They're just very leaning inwards towards you. If you want the experience of like old shit village, but it's a city, go to York. If this is the aesthetic you want and you don't want to be surrounded by tourist trappy London, or the busyness that is London, or the stank that is London. York is very pretty. You've got like the sure, yeah. Give chat 10 reasons. I should put music back on. Give chat 10 reasons to visit York. We've got the Shambles. Stop. Everyone compares it to a thing. I don't want to see the thing that they compare it to. We got the Wall. I'm scared of what it says underneath. What do you mean Yorkshire pudding wrap? Like a tortilla, but it's made with Yorkshire pudding pastry instead of a, like, cornflour tortilla? Alright, well that has to be googled. Yes, it is. It's a but instead of using like a cornflour tortilla, it's Yorkshire pudding pastry. Okay. Alright. The cathedral. You could go in the dungeon if you want. The National Railway Museum. That has the best boy in it. I've never been a train boy, but, you know, I think any school in Yorkshire has to go, you're forced to go to the Yorkshire, National Railway Museum on a school trip. I have a drawing. I would wish I don't have it with me right now. I don't know where it is right now, but somewhere downstairs in a drawer, there's a drawing I did of this train when I was, I don't know, we must have gone when I was like 6 years old. It's called the Rocket. He's yellow. He's got a big turret. He's adorable. I loved it. I have a drawing I did of him when I was like 6 years old somewhere, and like felt tip pen. He's just a little guy. And he's got his name on the side, so you don't forget that his name's Rocket. You could go on the canal boat. That's kind of it. You can have Chucky. You can learn about Vikings, I guess. But I'm sure you can imagine what the Shambles is compared to, and also what the Shambles was the inspiration for. We're not gonna say what that is because obviously it's a banned topic here. I'll get very upset and triggered, but I'm sure you can imagine, given that you know what that topic is, what the Shambles was the inspiration for in a certain movie. But give me the Yorkshire Ghost Merchant. It's exactly what you think. It's a tiny shop. They sell ghosts. When it first opened, especially on weekends, there were like multi-hour long queues. So they make little clay. I think clay. I don't ceramic. Question mark. Tiny ghosts. Also, I'll pull up their TikTok if I can. And you could go in and you can buy a ghost. I mean, I guess you could buy multiple if you want. Me and Julia, I gotta take Julia so we can get matching ghosts. And they have... they have their TikTok linked? They do have a TikTok, because that's where I found out about them. So, They have ghosts in many different colours and designs. Scattered around the whole shop. If it's a busy day, like, they'll only let, like, a few people in at a time, because it's such a small shop, so you might have to queue up outside when you go and wait your turn, because it is such a small, little shop. But you go in, you can adopt a ghost, and they have, like, a little photo booth you can put your ghost in to take a picture of the ghost that you got on a little backdrop, but there's also, like, hidden ghosts. Like, some of the paintings are actually, like, doors, and you can pull them open, and then there's more ghosts in there, and you could buy that ghost. You could buy that ghost. It sure did, mate.
We visited the St. Anthony's Garden Dispensary.
Oh. Well, I don't know about that one. That's not the shop we want. They will, as far as I'm aware, talk to you as if the ghosts are real, maybe in character. You will pick whatever color pattern ghost do you want. And then you can put them in this little, like, black and white backdrop and take a picture of the ghost that you bought. Music's louder than I thought. I wanted to see someone actually being like, talk me through it. Show them. Why'd you have to use that music? Why'd you have to use that music? You suck. This one's really quiet. I would just want a black and white ghost. I know they have fun different colours, but I'm a sucker for just a classic sheet ghost. I know there's such fun colours, I just want a white one. Is that really boring?
In a hand-drawn travelling box so the ghost doesn't scare on its journey in the real world. Heads up though, the main shop gets super busy. We're talking queues out the door. And
I don't know if it still does. This is from like, well, this is from October actually.
Busy. But there's a second secret location. The dispensary in St. Anthony's Garden. Just a 5-minute walk from the shambles.
Well, there you go.
Less hustle, same ghost.
But I think if you just don't go on a weekend, it should be fine. I wanted one of the videos where people, like, show some of the secrets. Some of the secret ghosts. There you go! Secret ghost! That painting was a door to more ghosts! I think I'd want to get one of these ones, maybe one of the white ones with the tear streaks. Poor guy. Unless one of the coloured ones just captures my attention while I'm there. But that's reason enough, isn't it? Nowhere else has got a place where you can adopt a ghost. That's all I have to advertise Yorkshire with, is you can get a ghost. No, I showed Mac the pictures of the Peak District, and he was like, "Oh, that's just it's just the video game Peak in real life." I'm like, "Yeah, it's almost like that's such a weird. Sure, it's almost like the real world exists." But obviously it's mostly hiking, but there's trains that go through the Peak District, and there are villages, people live in the Peak District. It's a lot of hills, it's a lot of hiking, if you want to do hiking. But there's also a lot of little villages as well. Oh yeah, we had to go to the Blue John. I mean, I don't know if I'd recommend. See, now I'm just like listing places I went on school trips. So yeah, we had to go to the Blue John Mines on a school trip. I mean, I don't know that's interesting for me to just. That's true. We do have different royal houses. I think my parents took me to Chatsworth once when I was really little. So, I think it's the BBC Pride and Prejudice though, if I'm correct. But Chatsworth was Let me double check. Which Pride and Prejudice was it used for? We have a lot. Oh no, the 2005 film. Okay, so not when Colin Firth came out of the water. Still haven't seen the 2005 film. We have a lot of manor houses, and yes, they are still in Birchby, but a lot of them are open to the public, where you can go in the gardens and on the grounds, and sometimes also in the house. If you like looking at old shit, you can go look round here, and you can imagine you as Mr. Darcy if you want. And we got castles, if you like castles. But that's just all of... I mean, that's also just all of England. There's a castle. There's another castle. Here's some more. There's some more well, those are sheep, but... You could be Mr. Darcy if you want to be, Julia. Don't let nobody tell you different. In various states of put-togetherness. In terms of, like, which ones are ruins and which ones are still buildings you can go inside of. It depends. That's not a castle to me, that's a manor house. But okay. To me, if it looks like that, I'm like... I get that that's a castle. I get that Westminster's a castle, but that's shit. That's just a mansion. I don't know. What are people gonna do? What are people gonna do? I don't know. And like, don't get me wrong, like, there's still malls in Yorkshire and there's still shopping centres in Yorkshire, and obviously there's cute little independent shops as well. A manor and a castle? I'm sure it's probably just whether or not royalty lived there. I'm sure a manor house is probably for, like, nobility. Well, okay, Drowsy, you have Haggerty Dog, but I've got the Chuckle Brother. In my mind, I don't know if that's correct. If it's manors for nobility and castles for royalty. Or castles have to be... A manor's just a house, and a castle has to have some kind of, like... fortification. I don't know. Let's find out. Castle implies fortification, typically constructed during the medieval period, thick stone walls, tall towers, battlements. Like, you could station an army in this and defend it. Manor house. Late medieval period to early moderns. Were mostly associated with landed gentry. Yeah, so not nobility or royalty, just rich people. I've heard of Wigan. It sounds okay. He's in a museum? Whoa. I will say I did have to Google him, and I was like, oh, I've seen him. I did not get a CBBC phase, really, because I have a younger sibling who just watched CBeebies a lot, and so I wasn't allowed to put CBBC on while they were there, because that would be too old for them. And then by the time they were old enough to watch... They didn't really have a CBBC phase, they just kind of jumped from CBeebies to BBC One and nothing in between. Unlike castles, manor houses were designed with a focus on comfort and domestic lifestyle, not on military defense. That's true, and if you've got a manor house, usually that means you've got miles and acres of land around you. Of just fields and fields. But I guess not as much as a country estate would. Oh, thank you for letting us know. So basically, a manor house is less good if an army's gonna get you. These are more for, like, living in and having butlers and stuff. And these are more like living in and also I hope we don't get invaded today. That's my cliff notes. I mean, I could Blue John Caves. This is just places the prince had to go on school trips. I hated it. I didn't want to go in there at all. I didn't want to go in the cave. As a little kid, I just didn't. I don't know if it was because it was dark. I don't know if it was claustrophobia. Just the damn, I don't know. Again, I would have been like 6 or 7. And I didn't want to go in there. I was real upset. I didn't want to go. But there's Blue John in there if you can find any, and then they've got a gift shop. But I mean, it's a cave if you like looking in caves. It sure is a cave. That's where they get Blue John from. That's why it's called the Blue John Caves. It's joking. It's called the Blue John Cavern. Never mind. Oops. But that's the way you get Blue John. What's Blue John? It's this stuff. Wow, are we the only place in the world you could get Blue John? It's only found in... Oh, it's actually in Derbyshire. It's not even in Yorkshire. Never mind, we've crossed countries. Don't go here. It looks like this. It's awful. Well, never mind. It's in Derbyshire. So, forget everything! I was a very scared little child. Not the worst time I had in a school trip though, because they also took us to like an old steel mill, coal mine, steel mill, coal mine? One of the two. And it was like one that still worked and they could like turn it on while we were there, and so they turned some of the machinery on. And it was like a firework display an inch away from your fucking face. It like sparked and it was warm and it was very, very bright. And as an undiagnosed autistic child, I was having the sensoriest nightmare of my life. And obviously no one knew why, and I didn't know why. And I just cried. Normally my dad would come with on school trips, because schools in the UK will let, like, parents help out. At least some primary schools, infant schools, primary schools here will let like parents kind of be like mini teaching assistants. Sometimes you can come in to help throughout the day at school, but more so it's for like school trips where they want like kids in group of 5 and they want a teacher with each group of 5, but they only have like 3 teachers and 1 teaching assistant, so they'll let like parents come and they will help chaperone kids. And my dad, as I've said before, is a music teacher. So, I mean, if you do that, like, you have to have, like, a police background check or whatever, which my dad already has because he's a teacher at a different school, right? So he would come with, when he could. And he was supposed to come that day, but my sibling got a horrible flu and then gave it to my dad, so I had to go there on my own. I was just weeping. Some other kid's mom had to, like, hold my hand and walk me out. I was just so upset. Did they show you the ghost of a work accident fatality child from the Victorian era? No, we did that. We did... what else fucked me up? They put us in a bomb shelter once. They took us to some museum where they put us in, like, this, like, fake silo, fake bomb shelter thing in, like, groups of, like, 6 or whatever, and would, like, shut the door on us and then play, like, bomb sounds and sounds of people screaming. So we could feel what it was like to be bombed during World War II. Again, we were like... I mean, we weren't older than 10, it was primary school. So, somewhere between 4 and 10 years old. Didn't like that. It was a horrible school trip. They made us go to, like, a Victorian schoolhouse. And then, with, like, actors who were, like, live-action role-playing, being a Victorian teacher... Victorian teachers who would talk to you like they would back in Victorian times, by which I mean really horribly. No, they didn't come to our school. We went to like some place that did like the role-play experience, and sat us down at desks, and then the teachers were horrible and strict because they were like, this is how strict teachers were during the Victorian era. I'm like, Okay, you could just tell it. You don't have to make us experience that, because I was terrified the whole time. Because they were so cruel. I was like 2 seconds away from believing they actually would hit. They didn't. Obviously, they weren't allowed to. But obviously, during the real Victorian times, they were allowed to. I don't remember if they threatened. I just remember them being scary and hating it. Why were they working? Because they were in character. That's the whole point. They're like, you know, these actors, their job is to act like a teacher would have acted during Victorian times, which is to yell at all of you. Again, I mean, this was infant school, so again, I would have been 5 or 6. Their job to be historically accurate. Yeah, haha. Hated that. Hello, who's texting me? This is my phone contract. Yeah, hated. I didn't like. Not fan. Fuck things on school trips that are there to scare kids. I do remember, again, being in some other museum where they took us in a room and showed us a video about the plague and like kids singing Ring a Ring of Roses. But like, I don't remember if I was older by that point. I don't remember if that scared me. I just vaguely remember it. But ew. I don't. Dill sucks. I don't know if I went on any good school trip. Oh my god. I feel so bad. When I was reading the article that Bell and Leia wrote about video games and stuff, and the whole opening paragraph, there's a part in it where it talks about nostalgia and stuff, and how, like, you know, our brains tend to remember things better than they were. I'm like, I don't think my brain knows how to do that. It seems like whenever I have any memories of my childhood, it feels like I only remember all the stuff that scared me and was horrible. Like, I don't know, I'm trying to think, okay, those are your bad school trip experiences. What were the good ones? And I'm like, I can't think of any. I can think of some, like, neutral ones, but, like, I don't know that my brain got the nostalgia gene. Because, like, how many times on stream does it happen where we talk about any topic and I'm like, oh, I had something like that happen, but, like, a sad version. Like, I don't know that I remember things as better than they were. You gotta meet a vulture? No. Did we ever go? I don't remember meeting any animals. Oh, I guess okay, I remembered a cute thing. Maybe that's just the autism remembering all the yeah, that's true. How autistic kids deal with trips like it's an immediate routine disruption. So something that we had, I haven't thought about this in so long, in because you guys were talking about animals. Yeah, I mean, my childhood memories are spotty too, and mostly the stuff I remember is not the fun. But, so in infant school, so again, between like 4 and 5 years old, we had like a class pet, by which I mean a plushie. And I wish I could tell you what type of animal. I want to say dog or cat. And they had a little plastic cage for it, and each weekend a different kid would take them home and get to babysit them for the weekend. And then you would write a little entry on, like, what the two of you did together. That was... Your class had a potato? Like a pet potatoes go bad eventually. Oh god, Drowsy, what if they kept switching it out to a new potato and never told you, and they just thought the kids will never notice that it's a different potato? No, when it was my turn, oh no. It had roots? Oh! What the fuck? This is gonna become a just chatting stream. I'm like, what the fuck? My story was that I gave it a haircut. Oh. What the fuck? Oh, I have an actual animal at school story. My biology teacher at high school, she was so sweet. So the biology teacher I had for my last couple of years, she was new at our school, but she was so nice. And some of the kids would fucking pick on her because she had scars. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? We don't have that many nice teachers. Don't make her want to leave. I remember during year 11, during exam season, a lot of kids just stopped showing up to school. Basically, don't ask me why this is how our high school did it, but we had, like, our leavers day where we all had to come in formal wear. Not as fancy as prom wear, like business cash. And went to an assembly where our teachers were like, we're so sad to see you go. And then prom was that evening. Then everyone would go home, get changed, go to prom. I didn't go to prom. I had a Panic at the Disco concert to go to. I was glad I didn't want to go to prom. Baby egg trans person, should have known why, but I didn't know I was trans yet. I just knew I really didn't want to go. And then so that was Friday, and then we were back at school on Monday. They put our Leavers Day and prom before all of our exams. They made us do the whole Leavers thing and prom, and then, cause in UK schools we only have like a senior prom. And then we were back in school in our uniforms on Monday for the next 4 weeks-ish of exams. And a lot of kids just only turned up to the exam. Yeah, they would do like our leavers and prom in May, and then June was exams afterwards. Weird. So we the thing is, obviously, the teachers didn't... By this point, the teachers are not teaching you anything in lesson. Pretty much every lesson, they're just letting you use as revision. Because, like, half your lessons are gonna get interrupted by having to leave to go to an exam anyway. Right? So pretty much, you know, every lesson was just revision, like, bring whatever textbooks you need and just revise, right? And study. But because of that, a lot of kids would just turn up for the exam and then leave. They wouldn't, because they're like, why am I coming into class when I could just revise at home? And we already had the leavers thing. So a lot of the classes were very, very empty at this point. I still went in, and my friends still went in for, like, well, some of my friends came in for everything, but I was too scared of, like, I never skipped class. I was way too scared, so I still went in for every lesson, and then there'd be, like, 5 kids in the classroom instead of, like, the maybe, like, 20 to 30 that there should have been. So context for that is, so there was only like 4 or 5 of us in the classroom, and I guess sometimes she had a pet hamster, and I guess maybe sometimes she had like a cage thing in the classroom, but I don't remember if she would ever just put the hamster in it. Well, I guess she brought a hamster to work with her so she could watch it. I don't know. I don't remember ever seeing him in the cage. Point is, on that day where there was just like me and like 3 of my friends were the only people who'd showed up to class to just do revision during exam season, she put her little hamster in a hamster ball and she just let him start going around on the floor, and we were just like and she was like, do you want to hold him? And I did not hold him because I was too scared. I've always been like scared around any and all animals. But my friends did. I've been next to a person who was holding a hamster. She's like, well, you know, no one else came to class, so do you guys want to check out my hamster? And we were like, yes. Look what you guys missed out on all skipping class. He was just a little guy. That's what, you know, stay in school, kids. That's what could happen to you if you skip class. You don't get to see a hamster. These streams are 18+. There should be no kids here. I know, some of you are in college. I mean, I don't think any of your professors will bring a hamster into college, but... Boy, isn't it great that I've done so much coding? It's stream. Oh my god. Okay, what the I don't mind. I almost put the stream as just chatting, to be honest. Because I knew I wasn't that focused on doing work, but I didn't think we'd go on a rant about me trying to advertise Yorkshire and then talking about school trips. Obviously, I don't want to give details on school trips because I don't want to dox myself. I'm really struggling to remember. I didn't go on any trips in university. No, that's not true. They walked us from campus to this tiny museum one time. And that in our first year. And we had to do drawing while we were there. And it was not that short of a walk. And then, that was it. We kept being told that we were gonna get offered a trip when we were in our final year. And then we didn't. We didn't get anything. I mean, I don't think any of my teachers at uni did anything cool. Or I don't remember any of them. Okay, I was gonna say cool or nice, and then I was like, that's not true. Because, like, I came out as trans while I was in my final year of uni, and I felt safe emailing the head of our illustration course, because she'd, in some of the lectures openly, like, some of the lectures she'd give, she'd openly talked about queer art, including, like, mentioned transgender before in a neutral to positive way. So I was like, I'm fairly certain I can email you, because I was like, I've got to tell them, because my name, I changed my name legally, and I'm like, it's gonna change on the register that they look at every day, and they're gonna be like, who the fuck is this kid? Or not kid, adult, whatever, you know? So to say they weren't nice, that's not true, because she was very nice about it. And she was like, do you want me to tell the other teachers for you? Or do you want to do it? And I was like, can you just tell them? And none of them were weird about it. Not to my face anyway, so I appreciate that. But, no, but I mean, the two teachers who were in charge of the course and our lectures, nice. The rest of them that were actually looking at our practical work, the useless bumbling fools. That's so mean. But it felt like it. That's what it felt like, so. Well, apart from one of them, but he only came in on Thursdays and Fridays, so like, I don't even know if we had class on Thursday, Friday in our final year, so I barely got to see him. So, he was fine. He would, like, who I had as my, like, personal, like, tutor in our first year. Bless him, because he would be like, so how are you, and how's your accommodation? And I'd be like, I gotta tell you, Chris, it's not going very well. Because you guys have heard tales of that, you know, my first year accommodation. I'd be like, well, they're up at 3 AM again. One of them let a complete stranger into the house that trashed the kitchen, or they're getting fined, or they locked themselves out at 3 in the morning again, or they were blasting music all the way through the night, like. I think every single university that offers its own official accommodation, and I would say every also, like, accommodation that's partnered with a university, should offer, some universities do. I think all of them should offer quiet apartments, which are for kids, or adults, young adults, that don't drink, or that don't party, have sensory issues or autistic, what, you know. So, because the one I went to didn't have that. But I know one of the ones my sibling, not the one my sibling went to, but one of the ones they, like, got an interview at did. I'm like, what the fuck knows? So if you can, here's my fucking, I mean, for me personally, if you are like me and you don't like any of that shit, if you can get your own apartment, do try. Because that was... so we don't do roommates like America does with their accommodation. Everyone gets their own bedroom. But it's always like, it's between like 4 to 10 kids to an apartment. So you each get your own bedroom, but you have a shared kitchen and living room. And depending on the apartment, you might have a shared bathroom, or you could get a bed, you could have an ensuite in every bedroom. Mine had an ensuite, because I was like, I am not fucking, which I'm so glad. Can you imagine if I was sharing a bathroom with those animals, considering what they did to the kitchen? I started spending so much on train fare just coming home every weekend, even though it was like a 2-hour train, because I left for like 4 days in May. It was near the end of the year, and I came back and the kitchen was covered in flies, like fat house flies, like on every surface, on the walls, on the lights. I don't know what they did, and I texted in our group chat and I was like, also, the oven had one of them had broken the oven before I left for the weekend, and so I texted, I was like, hey, what's with the flies, and also, is the oven fixed yet? And they were like, oh, no, we forgot to report it. Like, what have you been, you just haven't used the oven for 4 days? And then one of the lads was like, oh, don't worry, I've bought bug spray. If you're squeamish, don't mute me for a minute, because yeah, he did bug spray everywhere, but then the kitchen was just full of dead flies. Like, he didn't clean them up. He did, like, there was like a little closet in the kitchen where they kept the Hoover and the ironing board, and I opened it, and there was a pile of them in the corner, like, just, I don't know, 30 of the, like, a visible, like, you couldn't see the corner of the room because there were so many all piled up. They were disgusting. They would steal my food from the fridge. They would, had to start keeping everything that didn't need refrigerated in my room, and then just accept that what I did keep in the fridge, that I just wasn't gonna have any milk anymore. Multiple times, I would go into the living room and they had pushed both of the sofas together, and one of them and one of their partners was just naked in there. One time, one of the guys had his girlfriend over, and then a few days later, I went into the living room and he was naked on the sofa with one of our other housemates. And I'm just like, I just want to get breakfast. So, I felt so awkward every time. I was like, I never said anything to them. And maybe sometimes they woke up while I was in there, but I'm like, I'm just making a bowl of cereal. I'm not gonna talk to either of you. I'm not gonna acknowledge you, even though I know that you have a girlfriend and she just came around the other day and I know you didn't break up. I don't want to be complicit in this. Isaac. That's right. I'll say your name. I hated it. He had the room opposite mine, and his mates would come round while he'd have sex with his girlfriend in there, and they'd all, like, chant outside his door and bang on his door. Ew. And yeah, I reported all of this to the university accommodation. I had a whole diary that I was keeping. And they just kept being like, oh no, that sucks. And I'm like, so, like, can you tell them off or anything? Like, that, I mean, they're breaking things in the apartment. And, like, some of them they had to, like, pay because one of them set off the fire extinguisher because they got drunk. So they had to pay for that. I don't know if any of them had to pay for the oven. But, I had a whole diary I was keeping, and I had constant communication with someone that worked at the accommodation office, and he just kept being like, well, someone else dropped out, so you can come and look around this flat, and then I'd go look around that flat, and I'd ask the people there, like, do you like living here? Or do you guys drink and party all the time? They're like, oh, we drink and party all the time, and I'm like, okay. Every time. And one of my, oh my god, I felt so bad. So a lot of the time they would make so much noise, and one of my friends who was also on my illustration course, she was in the apartment that shared a wall, like in the same building, but like her kitchen and our kitchen like were like shared a wall, like they were on the other side of the wall. or her bedroom, I don't remember. And she was like, she'd never heard them, all the stories that I'd said about them, she'd never heard them through the wall. And then one weekend I wasn't there, and she was texting me like crazy, cause, and the fact that like they'd been loud so many times and she couldn't hear them through the shed wall. I don't know how loud they must have been that weekend, because boy could she hear them. I mean, they were just a nuisance. And, you know, I mean, if I'd had more self-confidence back then, you know, present day me would go back in time and be like, to whoever was handling my case, I'm like, I need to, like, I don't want to be this guy, but, like, I need to speak to your manager. Like, I need someone more than you, because this is unacceptable. That, I should still be paying you all this money to be living in these conditions. But I mean, I guess at the end of the day also it's like, what else could they have done? They offered me other apartment rooms when people, dropped out. But then I'd ask the people there and they'd be like, this one's just as bad. I mean, I don't know, maybe it wasn't as bad as mine. Called security. I had to have security called on them the second night I stayed there. And my dad had to be the one to do it because I was too scared of them hearing me calling them. So my dad from home called campus security on them the second night I was there. That's how quickly things went to shit. And it was a mess when campus security got there. And the security guard was assuring me, like, don't worry, we have quiet apartments, you can move into them. They don't. The accommodation team said, I don't know why he said that, that's just not true. And then the excuse he did, because some other guy was like, oh, what's happening in this bedroom, because the security in there with me. The amazing lie that this, like, fucking 50-year-old security guard came up with. I mean, I don't want to be mean, he looked like he was 80, I don't know. But he told them they were here about at 1 in the morning for problems to do with my TV license. That's the brilliant excuse he came up with so that they didn't know I'd called them to snitch on everyone else. I'm like, my guy, why the fuck would you be coming over to someone's house at 1 in the morning to talk to them about their TV license? Is Doctor Who real? Are you coming to take me away? Oh my god. Sorry, I didn't mean to like... I mean, and I didn't mean to start complaining and starting to vent. I mean, and I've been very careful because there's way worse stuff that happened. And which I'm not going to say on stream because it'd be too triggering and way too heavy venting. I'm keeping myself in check. But, I wouldn't wish that situation on anyone. It makes me really scared for people going to uni, and most experiences can't have been like mine. I fucking hope so, but University of Lincoln on-campus accommodation. Fuck you. After I posted, I thought I was gonna do this big call out and just be like, this place is terrible. Because I saw some other guy who was like talking about how useless the counselors were in terms of like the wait list to talk to the on-campus counselors was like 6+ months. And his post had gone viral and got tracked up, and I was like, I'm gonna make a post about it, and I wrote a whole letter and I put it on the internet and no one saw it. And I was like, oh, never mind then. Because I don't know, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Try and like find the person who worked in the accommodation department on Facebook. I say that I did know his Facebook, but what am I gonna like contact and yell at him? Like what? I'd already graduated and I just wanted to forget about it. I tried making a stink online about it, and nobody paid any attention, so I was just like, well, never mind. I don't know if it's better now. They've extended the accommodation since I was there. But that fucking... The fact that they, like... I mean, good on security for coming over. Bad on the accommodation department for not having any kind of safeguards for your students. Like, the amount of times I complained about the people I lived with, and they, to my knowledge, were never disciplined. They never were threatened with being kicked out of the school. They were never, had a talking to. The only time that I know, the only time we had like a flat meeting where one of the accommodation team came around to talk about us was the night after one of the flatmates had set off the fire extinguisher because, well, it wasn't her, it was a man she'd invited back to the flat that she didn't even know the name of, that she's so drunk she just invited someone back. Anyway, he set off the fire extinguisher, which meant we didn't have a fire extinguisher anymore because he'd used it all up. And so we had to have a sit down where he was like, right, and good, you know, marks to her, I guess, because she was like, I'll pay for it, it's my fault. So she paid for it. That's the only time. I don't, to my knowledge, he never talked to any of them. And I just think that's shit. I don't know why I'm writing about this on stream as if like one of you guys is gonna like, one of you works for Lincoln University and you're gonna tell him. God, it'll have been 10 years soon. So I don't know, maybe they'll look better now, but that was a bunch of fucking... Masters in the UK are 1 year? To my knowledge, yes. I did a bachelor's, which was 3 years. And if I'd wanted to do a master's, it would have been, 1 more year. But I just wanted to get out of there. And also, like, I couldn't get... The only reason I afforded the bachelor's was all my student loans. I couldn't get... I got a loan for my rent, as well from the government. Because my family has, because it's based off your parents' income and my parents have a low income. If I'd done a master's, I wouldn't have had any way to live there to pay rent, because I wouldn't have been able to get a loan for that. Otherwise I might have done one, but I couldn't afford to live there. So, bachelor's always 4 years. The only reason why a bachelor's would be 4 years here is you can either get a regular bachelor's, which is 3 years of school, or a 4-year bachelor course means you do 3 years of school and 1 year of work experience, work placement. So usually that is like 2 years of school, a year of work placement, and then a year of school. I think is how it works. But I didn't want to do the year of work placement. I just did the regular course. I don't even know if my course offered the work placement thing, I'll be honest. If you do a foundation year, yeah, it would be 4, but like, I don't really count the foundation year as part of the bachelor's because it's like, it's a different degree. And not every university offers foundation degrees. I just went straight from my college to university with my A-levels. One of the people I knew at uni was a year older than us because she had to do a foundation degree first because she hadn't done any arts or graphic designs or anything at college. And so Lincoln wouldn't accept any students to do art courses if they didn't have any art-related A-levels or foundation degree. So, because she hadn't done any kind of art or anything at A-level, then she had to. I know I'm speaking a foreign language to anyone not from England. She had to do a foundation degree year in order to have, like, a qualification in art to be able to then do the university degree. What a fun chat. I'm so sorry. So, does someone pick? Wait, no, I'll just pick. Well, Drowsy's here, so that makes me think about Project Sakai, so maybe I'll just put all the Vocaloid on. think I'll get one piece of thing coded. You're playing Project Sakai as we speak? Oh my goodness. Right, where's my... Let's see if we can do one thing. Where's my box edit? It's here! So what did they do? But I want some of the text justified. Well, that's what they have. Anyway, on with the stream now that I have like 15 minutes before my timer goes off to say it's the end of the stream. I'm so curious how they put this together. Off the top of my head, if I wasn't looking at their code, I would do it as a table. Oh, I don't know if I can just, let's see if I can just, let's find one. If I can just go in and do... We're trying to figure out how to do something live. All from my own brain. Trying to do it as a I don't think that'll work. Style, I want it... Is it a line or just text align? I don't remember how to do anything. It's been a while. It is just a line. Oh, text align is separate. Can Prince look smart? Oh, but I'd want the borders to be individually around each one. I'm gonna pull these over here so I can have a look at them while I'm not copying their code. I mean, you can see I'm typing. Oh, this is the Kakuribito Nico Nico chorus. I love, this is one of my favorite songs, not just favorite Vocaloid songs. I'd have to make a separate div inside of it, I think. I don't know, we'll call it like box heading buttons. One, two, three. I am gonna copy the square from them just because I don't know where they got that symbol from. And then an X. Okay. And then I need to make, I need to say what box thing buttons is gonna be. What's it gonna look like? Well, I want the font to be the same size, I want it to be bold, I want it to be the same colour. And I have the same background. We want it to be on the right side. And then I need to do a border for it. think I'll probably use a slightly darker red. I don't think I'm gonna use black. Or maybe a slightly lighter red? Because it's already pretty dark. I think, if I remember right, what this chorus does, like, let all the voices fade out and just has Miku sing on her own for a bit. I might be getting confused. I might be thinking the Just Be Friends chorus, though. I was right! It's just Miku all on her own. Sorry about the sad talk about uni. I was gonna turn you back to normal so you look smart, but there's no turn back to normal. It's fine. I want to add little, like, you know, in the top corner of an application, I don't know what you call them, but the minimize button, the full screen button, and the close button. I want to see if it would look nice if those were at the side of everything. They do it? Not quite. They're here, but they've gone in the opposite order than what I wanted. And it's killed the, it's killed the rounded corner. Okay, yeah, no. I think I should do what I think, and that's not gonna work. And see if it works if I just put them in a table. Because that's not gonna work. Do I have a table code hanging around I can copy paste? I don't want to type one out from scratch. I don't. W3 schools table, please. Try it myself. I love you, W3 schools. You're so cool. I don't. I only want one. Oh, is that? I see. It just lets you run and practice code. Like, it gives you code and then you can play around with it. It's like a teaching tool. There's loads of different types of code you can learn on here. And they have loads of interactive tutorials. But this will only work if I can change the width of each column. Reason I went for columns of the character profiles instead of a grid. Because grids are really horrible to go with. Because the base code that I use for most pages is Tadgill's layout generator. That's based on, I use that as the base for almost every single page. I have these blank pages that I made, and I base everything off them. This is just a 3-column version and a 2-column version. I don't know if you're asking because you personally would have coded a grid, or you're asking as someone who, like, hasn't coded a website. Grids suck. Who's texting me? In my experience, they would break all the time. Well, my texts are working again. Dad's texting me about So one of our inside jokes, I don't have many with them, but me and Dad like to make fun of Gerard Butler movies. Not all of them, just like the like disaster movie shit that he does a lot lately. He takes me back Greenland. I think Greenland's the one where we were like, is Greenland the one with the drones? He's got to save the present again, like usual. Oh no, Greenland's the one where like the world's ending and the right. Which is the one with the drones? Someone where he's got to save the president. Not Olympus Has Fallen though. I know he's done multiple. Not London Has Fallen. Could it have been Angel Has Fallen? God, we picked on Geostorm a lot. I couldn't even tell you which one it was. So many of these are the same. And it's not that he's a bad actor, he just gets put in a lot of this. No, we don't make fun of Gerard Butler, and he's been in good movies, and he's not a bad actor. It's just, he has been subjected to being in Taken ripoffs, alright? That's what, I mean, we're making fun of the movies. And, oh no, that's what he's talking about. There's a second Greenland movie. Oh, God. Well, anyway, it might have been Angel Has Fallen. There's a clip in the trailer for, I think it's Angel Has Fallen, where they're outside in, like, the middle of the day near a lake, and this swarm of things starts flying towards them, and Gerard Butler's like, are those bats? It's like, oh God, no, they're drones! Then the drones start shooting at them, and it's like, you thought there were a migration of bats coming towards you in the middle of the day? What? So, that's, like, maybe the one inside joke me and my dad have is we'll joke about if we see like a flock of something, we're like, oh God, are those drones? I think it must have been this, because I think it had Morgan Freeman in it. It's the bats!
What is that? Are they bats?
Oh, no, it's not Gerard Butler. I didn't think it would be Gerard. Like, what is that? Are they bats? Why would you... It's the middle of the day! Why would they be bats? Why didn't you go with those? Is that like a flock of birds? Why is your thought bats?
What is that? Are they bats?
They're drones! Oh God! And they're all dead. The end of movie. Oh God, the drones are circling Gerard Butler! I'm sorry, this is like the goofiest shit to me. It's the funniest shit I've ever seen. Oh, that's it, they're all dead.
I got you. Going under. Dive deep.
That's it, they're all dead. End of movie. Jesus Christ. I don't know, maybe other people don't, but... Type thing on a website I'm coding and I used W3 CSS image gallery as a base. Since you did something different, I'm curious if there's a reason. Okay, it's just because I made it early on, where, like I said, I was using Sad Girls Layout Generator for everything, and so the base I use for every page is a column layout. And, to do it as a grid, the only time I've worked with a grid is, like, when I use this is on a grid. This page, which was... Before I used Sad Girls Layout Generator, I used to use a code by Fujoshi.nekoweb. Their site's not active anymore. But I dread every time I have to add, and so that it looks like this, like grid template areas, right? I also use it for my my media log, and the grid code is the reason why I don't update my media log anymore. Why I abandoned it. Because the struggle I had when I wanted to add the 2025 section of just, please let me replicate, and I don't want to make a new page, I just want to do the exact same code. Can you do the same grid up here? Caused me so much stress because it just wouldn't work. And I didn't know why it wouldn't work. And I don't know how I eventually fixed it, but I hate working with this. I hate it. It breaks so easily. And also, when you do this, you have to name every single one. Like, if I'd done this with columns instead, I could have just made one box. I could have had one piece of CSS called box, and that's it. And we used it for the film box, the TV box, the theater box, and so on. But because I did the grid, if you reuse the same box next to each other, the grid code will just merge them into the same box. So you have to name each one of them different. Like, here you can see I've got about. So that this top one, all three of those about boxes merge into the same one. But I don't want any of the other ones to merge, so I have to name them all different things, and then individually make the same CSS box over and over again, and just with a different name, all these fucking times. If I do the columns, I only have to do one of these paragraphs.
Look at you, precious thing.
See, some of them work. Don't know why Astarion doesn't talk sometimes. I hate having to do this shit. I hate clogging up my code with all this shit. Now, the downside of doing the columns is, like, it's more annoying to reorder them. You know? Like, when I add Aurelius and Cyrus in, I can't just add them in. I mean, okay, even if it was the grid, I'd still have to move the position of all of them, but it would be a bit quicker and a bit easier. Whereas, obviously, with this, it's gonna take a bit longer because I have to figure out, alright, if Aurelius is going to take, Barnaby's spot, like, it's gonna go in between Arden and Barnaby, it's not just as simple as pasting him there, because these are on separate columns, so I have to move every single one of them because it'll affect every position of every subsequent, which, you know, I'm dreading doing, but it is a bed I made for myself. I also find it very difficult with the grids to then have any elements, like, floating around outside. I suppose personal preference. I hate the grid area template code, and it just breaks when I try and use it, so. This is all made in columns, and I've got columns inside columns, because I figured out how to do that and felt very smart. So, you couldn't do... That's the other thing with the grid template. Now, I could have used it on the OC wiki page, true. Couldn't have used it here, because the thing is with a grid is that I wouldn't be able to have these boxes at different heights on the same row. Like, you are very much bound to everything being in that grid, if that makes sense. Oh, I know. Yeah, I know the order breaks. I don't know why, because obviously the flex part isn't from my code. It's from the person who made the base. When this gets smaller, when you get to this point, these two columns switch around, and I don't know why. And yeah, I mean, if you're on mobile view, none of it will look right. It will look like this. But my site's not coded for mobile. This isn't meant to be a business website. It very much is not coded for mobile. It disclaims that straight away. And I don't want to code it for mobile because, like, part of the whole... Web 1.0 revival movement is like fuck phones, right? And fuck I have nothing against sites that want to do responsive coding and make themselves work on phones. But to me, it kind of goes against the whole nature of me wanting to reclaim website building, coding, old web, to then make it fit a mobile phone, because that goes against everything that the point of my website is, which is to claw back some of the old 90s, early 2000s internet. Internet on phones wasn't a thing then. So. I know my ding ding went off to say it was the end of stream. I want to try and get this done. I don't know if I can individually change the width of each of these. I've never tried. And obviously I would get rid of the border, and so it would look like this. I'd play around with the padding once I can actually see everything. I wonder if you can do style tags in these. Because then I would do align and I'd do right. But I don't think it can. I'm sorry for life cut short. It's such a tragic photo. Your poor daughter will keep her in the thoughts. Jury's out, they cry for retribution. Choices turn. Well, they start pushing. I want to get this done all the way to midnight again. Oh, ye of little faith! You think I can't do this in? I can't figure out how to do this before midnight. Also, I'll put a time on my phone if but the scene. Baby, who's it gonna be? To me. I'll put 30 minutes on my phone. It's riding. I might end up just being allowed to do pictures, but this would have been nice. Get electric chair. It'll be simple away from the highway. The news they die, the bellboy's guilty is trying her life or mine. Precious, the charges pile up. Let me get the... Did you know her? One single sentence suggests the rest, so tell me how you knew her. I can't put style tags in there. Obviously I can hear, but or not? Why doesn't that work? That's weird. That's not. I know why. I know why. This is at 0%. Did you know her? Did you know the night's spent crying? There we go, okay. To lead a lie or watch your daughter die, as if the choice could end with me alive. It's wrong. Try to God if only I could. Oh, okay, I can do styling here individually. Okay. So, width. To lead a lie or watch your daughter die. Do like 10 pixels. Okay, we can do it as a table. Leave it behind, hide the knife for an eye. Lethal injection, guillotine, electric chair. It'll be simple. I had the opacity of the border set to 0%, so that's why. Okay, I can't change the height, which is a shame. Maybe get rid of the padding. that's not really helping. Oh, and text align's already set up here, so I'll get rid of that. I'll put it in here. And then we'll change this to... I don't like how tall they are. We're getting there. You know, it's looking like something. I don't think I can override the padding though. Also, if I already have a table on here, which I don't know if I do. Do I already have a table on here? Then it's gonna override that. Okay, I don't. That's okay. It's just a bit tall, but maybe it's because Clicks is so tall. No, I'll put the text in the center, that might help. That does help. It's just the boxes is taller than I would have liked, but maybe that's just because it's fitting with the capital C. I would add a margin to them. Margin. Right. Come on. Pixel. See? Stuff's appearing. That doesn't do anything. Why doesn't that do anything? Because that should be like, well. I don't want them touching. I don't think I can make them not touch. I mean, I've got something close to what I wanted, but I don't want them touching each other. Yeah, the padding doesn't help. Yeah, the margin isn't working, they're just staying like stuck together. It won't accept that I want there to be a margin apparently. Yeah. I guess you can't put a margin inside one. That kind of ruins the whole plan. Because if I do it the way Lazy Bunny's done it, it'll get rid of my... I can't seem to make it work with the round corners I have. I'll put it in, we'll see what it looks like, but that's not... It's not what I wanted. What do you mean? Oh, oops. What did you do, Green? Are you out of Bulldog and you... What happened? Oh. Well, you know what? That doesn't look like absolute shit. I just accidentally put clicks in there twice. That doesn't look... That doesn't look terrible. Wait. It's done something weird to the... Okay, maybe get rid of the border. Maybe get rid of the border. We don't need it. What's it ever done for us? It needs more padding because it's kind of, the X is kind of clipping off the corner. But I don't need the, I'm fine without the border squares. I actually like how that looks. It just needs some padding to help it out. Yeah, Greenman finding one of the Bulldogs too upset. Oh, okay, not from every. Okay, padding. Right. I don't want it from every side because I don't want to make it that thick. Has it made it slightly taller? Or did I just not line these up perfectly? I thought I had them lined up perfectly. I like how it looks though. I know it's say, wow, all that agonizing just for these 3 little symbols. Hey! Coding's not... No, wait, no! No, I was about to say coding's not easy, and I was like, wait, no, I'm trying to encourage people to do it. I was overcomplicating it for myself. It's wanting text on the same line, but centered different. Anyway, I mean, the other option is you just do a big space like this between your words, but that'd be awkward, and no one would do that in any of their pages. Like, that's definitely not how anyone would have the headings above the thumbnails on their fan art museum page because they didn't know how to code tables yet, and they have to manually change how many spaces are between each. I need to recode that to be in a table, it's really bad. I'm gonna take that out so I can see if it did make it taller. So I'm gonna revert it to what it was. And then I need to figure out why it's making it. It was perfect. Baby. Okay. It's the padding then. If we only have it set to do any at the right. Oh, it's fine, I can just make the box a little smaller. but it means it'll make all of the boxes a tiny bit taller, and I already had them all perfectly lined up with my border that I'm drawing. So I'd like it to not. Choice, wait, can I steal your idea? Choice, wait! Oh no, I was too slow. Maybe I can set a height here. Oh! Hi! If I the quiz that you're making for yourself that kind of looks like Jeopardy, is it okay if I take inspiration from it to do a thing maybe for a donathon maybe? Oh yeah. Okay, bye. Thank you. Sorry for yelling at you. Oh, I'm sorry. Baby. Okay, I can set a height here, and then that should fix and counteract whatever's going on. Just to get it. 20's too much. Split the difference. Is that perfectly lined up? I've done it! Now I just need to do that on everything. I mean, it might be too small for you guys to see the difference, but I'm happy with it. I think it looks nice. I know it's just a little thing, I thought it'd be cute. Sorry. I might not be able to change it on the web ring one. I guess we'll find out if it fucks it. Okay. I missed one out. Well, I think it's cute. I know it's a tiny thing. I think it just adds a little pizzazz. I don't know. I like it. See, and I got it done before my timer went off. I didn't say I was an expert coder. Oh, I do want my website open. Did I join this one? I did. Okay, so I think these are the last one I joined was the Megu Megu TCG, which is here. So here onwards is whether or not I want to join them. I think I did this and I was unhappy. Oh, I didn't like the questions. I really didn't. So one of the questions on this to give you a web guardian is, what did you study in university? Or what would you like to study? And your only options are business, psychology, maths, or computer science. Well, business and economics, psychology and classics, math and science, computer science. There's no art category. There's no English category. There's no history category. I mean, just classics. Are they saying that that's... But I'm like, none of these. I'm so picky with quizzes. I might pick a Nintendo DS though. My DS, I had pink one. My parents were like, you're the pink one. I don't know that I enjoyed playing it though. Again, even my memories of playing on my DS, it's like, oh, don't you have nostalgia for video games? You had a DS? I'm like, all I think about when I think about playing on my DS is how many times Mr. Rossetti scared me and I almost lost my Animal Cross save file because you have to apologize to him through the microphone and the Nintendo DS microphone is not very good and he couldn't understand me. And all the animals that I loved moving out of my village, because I played Animal Crossing because I was a lonely kid without any friends, and then I made friends in Animal Crossing and then they abandoned me and then I was even more upset. So I think about like that I couldn't beat a couple other games. One of them because it relied on the microphone and I couldn't get it to work, and the other one because I just find it too difficult. That's all I can think about. I don't have why am I such a downer? Why don't I have a fun game memory? I mean, I'm sure I had fun playing the games the rest of the time. I was upset when Lily moved out because I had bonded so much to her, but I don't remember any of the bonding bit. Is this one you want? I'm just trying to see. Do you have to actually set a password? Yeah. I don't really like... That's why I don't like fan listings. I'm like, I don't really want to give you my information. I'll take one of these though. Tourist usually isn't always that cute, but I mean, obviously I'm not someone that's that into pink, but it's not bad. Test. Why would you give me a sad one? Why would you do this? I guess I put it on the playlist. Well, I didn't remember doing that. It's because I have the whole album. It is a classic though. Where it go? It go. Homepage, clicks. If I were to be accurate to who was actually my first starter Pokemon, it was Snivy. And I know Charizard's my favorite Pokemon. I'll be real. I don't... Green, cover your ears. I don't care about Charmander. Arigato sayonara. I don't dislike him. I don't have any feelings towards him. Green, you didn't cover your ears. I feel like I should get Snivy because that was my actual first start of when I first played a Pokemon game. Oh, you can get the shiny version. Oh, Green, you can have the shiny version if you want the shiny version. They've thought of everything. I hate when shiny versions are just this. Like, Quaxly shiny, like, each of these shiny are just slightly desaturated. They're just, like, the same colors but lighter. I think that's boring. I think a shiny version should be a different color. I don't think it should just be, he's a slightly lighter blue now. You know? I will take you, Snivy. Arigato sayonara. I could take a little good luck charm. There's a red one which would fit my website better. Oh wait, they have different things. This is travel safely, prosperity, relationship luck, better fortune, or protection from evil. God, this is why I struggled picking one of the Sailor Moon ones. Because it's like, I would pick one of... Uranus is not my favourite scout, but I just thought I could do with the charm of good health, don't you? I guess better fortune? I mean, better fortune you'd think would also include protecting you from evil. I don't need relationship luck. I'm good, thank you. See, this is the problem. My brain takes these too seriously and I'm always like, what if you don't pick the travel safely one and then, like, something bad happens? I'm like, it's just a little picture. God damn my brain. Maybe I'll make all my trains be on time. It's just safely though, not punctually. Sayonara. I guess prosperity's the money one, huh? And I want money for house and furniture. And the red does fit the website. I like clicks more than fan listings, because the culture with fan listings is like you gotta sign up, and you gotta make a fucking password, and you like well, you don't have to give them your email, I don't think. I don't know. I don't. A nostalgic game hunt, I blame you. Oh. What did I do? I'm taking two. Agree. Fujo da- yeah, I guess I should have one of these. I am a Fujoshi. No, I'm a Fudanshi? Yeah, Joy is woman, as the Vocaloid song Danjo taught me when I was a child. Fudanshi is the male one. Did all the pictures get preserved? It's thinking about it, but I don't know if they all were. I really want the dance. I want a male one, please. Yay, male ones! They didn't save Danshi in the red, the one that would match my website. They got Yume Danji instead. I'll take that one. I'll take Yume Danshi. That's like self-shipper. Yume Joshi, the femme version, and Danshi, the male version. Yeah, I'll take that. Well, I don't know if I want to take a doll. What do they look like? Oh, it's just the word doll. Oh, I do remember this. Those who see the world through a stitched and sewn perspective for creative souls with kind hearts. Whether you craft, write, design, or draw. I do craft. And also I do like dolls, so... I'm not a fan of Ever After High. Just because I don't have no opinions on it. Anyway, sorry, I got possessed for a second. I've never been in the Ever After 5 fandom. I'm not a girly gamer. I don't know Katamari. I don't know Final Fantasy. Man, I love balls. That's what this click's called. You could pick your favorite Pokeball, and then you could say, man, I love balls. I'm a ball guy. I'm an insert type of ball guy. They got all the kinds. I don't remember what all of them do. I just remember using my... I just remember, obviously, Great Ball and Ultra Ball more likely that you'll catch the Pokemon than a regular one. Master Ball is guaranteed catch, and I used it on Reshiram, and I was like... I think that was a waste. I think I could... There was Pokemon that were harder to get. I feel like I could have saved it. I don't really have a preference, but you, Green, Pokemon boy, when you get a click page, you could... Or if you want to start collecting different clicks, you could show which balls you like. There's also a Pokemon type one if you consider yourself a master in a specific type of... I don't know. I mean, my dream team is mostly dark types, unsurprisingly. Me dream team is... I've got a picture somewhere, surely. Ring ring kara kara ring ring kara kara da da da. Kara 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 no kara da da. Here we go. Me dream team. It's that version of Charizard so that it matches the color scheme. We got the X or Y version of Charizard, whichever one's the black or blue one. We got Shiny Umbreon, we got Lucario, we got Crobat, we got Corviknight, we got Mega Absol. So that's fire, dark, steel, dark? Or just steel? Or steel, dark? We got... I think Crobat's just dark. Dark steel? And maybe another dark or dark steel? Da, 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 da. So I think maybe I could do the dark type one. Oh, this one says cute. Hello, Cinema. What? Where did I go? I clicked on a Pokemon. Oh. Who's this guy? Global Pokedex Plus? Collect and hatch eggs from every Pokemon game, along with several unique novelty Pokemon. Raise and evolve your Pokemon from their basic forms to their final stages, filling in your Pokedex as you go. Embark on artwork and story-rich explorations to hunt for legendary Pokemon and rare items. Engage in real-time Pokemon battles with other users and AI-controlled NPCs. And much, much more. Huh. I'm confused. No, I understand it's like some kind of online little game. Maybe like a if Neopets was Pokemon, maybe, from what I understand about Neopets. The Toad- I wanna go to the Totodile Zone! Oh my goodness, we're in the Totodile Zone. Why Totodile? Why not Totodile? Whoa, look at all these pages on Totodile. All these Totodiles, ah! My Totodile family collection. I want to see. Oh my god. Oh. Look at this one. He's on his belly. Dude, they put a little ribbon around it. What a gentleman. This one's like looking over his shoulder. This one's golden. This one's also. Whoa! Look at the tiny baby. So many. I wanna. I do wanna have a categorize some of my things. I'd like to show like when moving would be the perfect time to do that. I really wanted to have galleries for like all my Elizabeth Just Musical merch and fan merch. Well, when moving comes, or when I'm unpacking, maybe I could take photos of everything. These are all the shinies they have? Oh my goodness. They got a shiny. I forgot Pokemon Sleep was a thing. I'm confused. Because that's not the ones they have. Oh, that's not the ones they have. I wanted to see their collection. Oh, maybe it's not finished yet. Now there is like a little TCG one, kind of like the Vocaloid one, I think. So do I get to roll some random cards? Oh, do I pick? Oh, no, that's right. So you get to pick a card that actually exists in real life in the Pokemon TCG, and you get to claim it, but each member can only claim one card, so you have to look at the list of, like, what has already been claimed. And you can't have these ones. Well, I don't care about— What? What the fuck? What the fuck? What is this? What? Why had they made him scream? Poor guy. Truly your favorite Pokemon? Charizard. So I need to turn my VPN on so I can actually see the pictures. Oh, and then you just put the name of the Pokemon. Oh, there's a few. I was just going through and saving any images I need to. Sushi Monster High. Yeah, there's a Meguon. I get to pick my favorite Megu song. Sorry, don't you want me to save the image myself? Oh. What? Is the I forgot I put this on here. I remember scrolling through and being like, that'll shock Green when it comes on. Instead, it has shocked me. Oh, no. It made me feel bad. 目覚めて湧くいからつ心い朝は永遠の光を気づく地名だぐるどろこるぐると溶ける美しい手のかって歩き出せるの滝地上につり抜ける風気声かきがしたこん手だけがしたんだ触れての充電でもんくる気がした I guess I don't know, I just think my website's more... I mean, red's the accent colour, isn't it? 手を振った手を振ったよかったねと It's a Vocaloid cover, so it gets to be on here. So I wouldn't personally get the Benoni World one, but I think Julia should, if Julia ever collects this stuff. Cause Julia's a bunny girl. She should be in this collective of bunnies. As should bunnies! Bunnies! Bunnies, look! There's Benoni... I can't pronounce it that way. Bunny but spelt wrong. Club. If you like bunnies, have a bunny persona, have bunnies as pets, or just appreciating bunnies. and you get to put one of these buttons on your site, and then you can like email them and they'll put you on this list of bunnies. It's a web click. It's a web click for bunnies and people that like bunnies, or people who have bunny personas, or just have bunnies or appreciate bunnies. Oh, okay. So let's go. You need a NeoCity site. Check. Oh, bunnies can't hear us. You can't have not safe for work content on your website though, or they won't let you in. Bunnies will never know that they could be part of the bunny club. Oh no. Whoa! It's a web click for if you like bunnies, have bunny persona, have bunnies or pets, or appreciate the bunny. You must have a NeoCity site. Check. You must not host any pornographic content on your website. I don't know if Bunnies plans on doing that. If you want to join, you can email them with your website, and then they'll list you down here with all the other bunnies, with all the other bunny people, and then you get to put one of these bunny buttons on your website and link back to them, and with all these other bunnies. Well, this is the Bun Zone. Oh my goodness. Obviously, you don't have to join, that's your choice, but I'll link to it in chat, because obviously when I saw it, I thought of Julia, and I thought of bunnies. I keep pausing on the word, because obviously the way they've spelt bunny is the silly way. It's bnoy. I feel like there can't be a bunny club without 100 bunnies. I don't know if Julia ever plans on doing more on her website, obviously she's got much more important things to focus on right now. But obviously Julia should also be in here. But she won't be allowed if she puts not safe for work on her website. So, sadly. I mean, I appreciate bunnies. But, I got porn on my website. Okay, I just went through and saved all the images, and then I'll actually add them. Art and things. Yeah, well, a lot of, I mean, obviously I've added more, and obviously there is the Bunny Garden Pixel Club. Multiple NeoCity? Yes, you can! I've got multiple. So, when you go... Let me make sure I don't dox anything. Okay, so when you go on NeoCities, you're gonna click on your name, you're gonna click Settings. And the first thing it will take you to is showing you your sites. You can see me, you can see my European musical site. You type in here, like, the URL you want, and then you click Create Site. I didn't make a separate NeoCities account for European musicals. They're both... If I want to, then if I want to go into my European musical site, I go down here, you go Switch site, I click European musicals. And I'm logged into that one. And then I can go in here and I can go and edit this one instead. You can have as many as you want. Under, like, the same account, you have to make different passwords or anything. But yeah, obviously with... Where'd Bunny Garden go? There they are. Look at how many bunnies there are to adopt. And these are all the templates you could use to make your own bunnies. But if you want to join things and you don't want to have to make anything or don't have the time to make anything, fan listings you have to, like, sign up for, so you have to make, like, a username and a password. That's why I haven't really signed up for many. Clicks, and just like copy paste it. Here you go. So like, for example, if you want to claim your zodiac sign from Pretty Cure Star Twinkle, just save one of these pictures, put them on your website, and make the picture a clickable link so it takes you back here, you know? Which is what all of this stuff down here is. Some clicks have images, and just a picture that you save, like the Animal Crossing one, where you can go and take as many Animal Crossings as you want. Or like the Computer Angel. It's just like a little picture you can have on there. Just for fun. Or you get the text ones that you customize yourself. So, for example, Reef has so many of these. Look at how many there are. You can show your favorite gemstone, and what you would do is you just change this picture here to whichever one of these is your favorite, and then just type the name here, right? So out of these, I have the Unproblematic Blowbow, and you can just change the color of the heart if you want, and you just change this. Mine doesn't say Anakin Skywalker, mine says Lucifer. So they look like this, right? But you could, like, you just change to whatever text suits you, or like Laser Bunny's Cookie Run one. You leave where it says crispy as the clickable link to come here and credit. You can change this image in the middle to whichever cookie it is that you have. So, for example, common, rare, special, epic, super epic, dragon, legendary, ancient, beast, first, guest. It's written down. I realized halfway through it was written down here. And then put whoever it is next to it. So I was like, I have pure vanilla cookie. But like, if you wanted like ginger brave, then you just change this to the common one and you write ginger brave here. Or if you want like black sapphire cookie, you're gonna take the epic one and put it right here, and then change the text here so that it says black sapphire cookie. Or like my OTP, and there's a little picture, and then this one is it says Utena and Anthe, but you could change that to whatever ship name you want, and you just copy and paste in text. Honestly, I kind of want to switch from listening than clicks around because I think clicks are more fun. I don't know. I forgot the crossover ship I did to Todd and Eric. What happened to Din Din? I know. I just said I was going through and saving all the pictures, and I'm about to end stream. I was just showing bunnies. Most of these you don't have to sign up for. Fan listings, you do. I have the pictures on here even though I didn't sign up yet. Don't tell them, I keep forgetting. And web rings, obviously, you do have to sign up for because they need to be able to put you in. Oh, why isn't this centered anymore? Huh? They need to be able to put you in the code, right? So that the links work. Why isn't that centered? Oh, that wasn't the thing. That wasn't the move. Oh, because I accidentally erased some of the code. Oh, no, everything's gonna be okay. I didn't break everything. Oh, that didn't put it in the. Why isn't it in the middle anymore? I don't know why it's stuck over there. I don't think it used to be. Well, it's over there now. Obviously web wings as well. some of which you can customize. Obviously, the cookie run one, you can pick any cookie. The yaoi one, you can customize the background to, you know, you can also have it say Yuri as well. I think it's funny. Someone in the ring has Optimus Prime and Megatron, and I'm like, hell yeah. This person has whoever these people are. I don't know who those people are. Utena! I had Javik at first, and then, you know, this happened. And you can be fissuring out. I put Alucard and Aurochs. But you can, again, you can put whatever pictures here you want. Whereas other ones, you don't customize at all, like the Yume Ring or Cybertron or Ultra Ring. The Toho one gives you a few different options, like, depending on each game. Oh, wow, way more options! You can have a bunch of different games. Oh my god! I just picked the small one with Flan and Amelia because Toho 6, sorry, is my favorite Toho game. It is the one that got me into Toho. It's the one with vampires in it. Are you surprised? When I was a kid. I just thought they looked cool. I thought Flan looked cool. But yeah. Coding confusing and I'm tired. Oh, it's okay, bunnies. Maybe you'll have a day where you don't feel as tired. So yes. Food. I will go. Maybe I shouldn't stream 3 days in a row. We'll see what happens. Thank you for chilling with me while I mostly yapped. Sorry if my shitty university accommodation time freaked anyone out. I've not had a lot of good luck. I should have saved the good fortune one. I saved the prosperity one instead, but you know. Hopefully things turn around for old Prince. Bye-bye.